Chicken jock and ender pearl. Crafting table. Boots of swiftness. Diamond armor. Full set. Flint and steel. The nether. I am Steve.
This is art, Mr. White.
When it comes to watching and reviewing movies, more often than not you will get one out of two extremes. It will either be like, a good movie that you feel good watching and then happily go on with your day, or it will just be an absolutely irredeemable film that makes it super easy to complain about on a YouTube video. But then there's these kinds of movies that are a bit rare. A movie so absolutely surrounded by memes and ironic enjoyment that literally no matter how good or bad it is, it will be a good time no matter what. Because watching an actual good movie is just, you watch it and think it's good and that's that, you go on about your day. But nothing, absolutely no other cinematic experience in my life compares in the slightest to the experience of having an entire cinema simultaneously yelling
chicken jockey
and then busting out laughing at the same time. So here's the million-dollar question. Is the Minecraft movie good? Being a Minecraft fan for such a long time and even sharing the same birthday with it just meant that no matter what, I just have to go watch it literally as soon as I could. I've been playing this game for over a decade. To this day, I still play with my friends, either just creating new survival worlds that we just abandon after a day, or just obsessively playing Bed Wars in Hypixel for hours and hours. There's like this rule in my friend group that if me and these other 3 friends in my group are just ever on a call at the same time, we have to play Bed Wars. No matter what, we just have to stop everything we're doing and go play it. So for the Minecraft movie, it was actually this huge event. We created a group chat with like 15 other friends and just bought front row tickets in an actual VIP room to watch it together. And we even got a place to get pizza together afterwards. So we just treated it as this big event, because really that's what it was. It was the Minecraft movie, dude. Our whole lives have been leading up to this moment. This is how to say that the actual movie itself pales in comparison to the actual theater experience of watching a Minecraft movie. Because this movie sucks. It seems like we've had way too many good video game adaptations lately, because Hollywood is back with its good old habit of making the worst possible decisions when it comes to adapting a game series to the big screen. So Minecraft is, as most people know, the most well-sold game of all time. That means that the audience for this movie is just huge. Like, this movie is just too big to fail. Not only because of the beloved source material, but because of the memes. Like, I don't really think anyone went into this movie thinking it was gonna be good. I might have fallen into the trap of somewhat believing this movie was gonna be halfway decent in the past, but by the time I was actually in line at the theater, there was absolutely no doubt in my mind. I was in for the cinematic experience of my life, and not for the right reasons. I brought up how Minecraft is the most well-sold video game of all time, and with that comes the fact that a huge amount of those people are kids. I can't say for sure if the majority of those people are kids, but definitely everyone that has played Minecraft has first played it when they were a kid. That is to say that this is a kids movie through and through. It's very hard for an adult to enjoy this non-ironically. I remember as we were leaving the theater, one of my friends looked at us and said, "Dude, we just weren't the target audience." And I looked directly into her eyes and said, "What the f*** do you mean it's not for us? I'm the exact target audience for this movie. I'm the one who has played Minecraft on a daily basis for over a decade." Like, instead of tailoring the experience to appeal to both kids and to longtime fans of the franchise, they just decided to aim entirely towards kids. And I'm not even talking about all the wacky shenanigans that happen when the characters are actually in Minecraft land, because things are just plain stupid even before they even get there. Like the main kid, this kid right here, he just builds a jetpack. This like 12-year-old kid just builds a working jetpack with random things he just finds in his classroom. If all the wacky stuff just happened at Minecraft land, I would have been fine, but this movie insists on being that sort of kids movie where everything is just excessively cartoony and just nothing makes sense. Kinda like the Sonic movies. Like, you have these over-the-top characters that are clearly just there for younger audiences to laugh at, but not only does that have nothing to do with Minecraft, but it will also just split your audience, because older audiences will be put off by this. We're definitely expecting something more, especially from a game so dear to us. But even when they actually get to Minecraft, things just still don't make sense within the logic of the game itself. Like, okay, here's the thing. This kid's main, like, theme is that stupid trope where he's creative and then literally everyone else in the entire universe just isn't. And to drive it home just how goddamn creative he is, he just builds a jetpack. This kid is not creative. He's an engineering genius. But like what that entails for the actual Minecraft stuff is that this kid just, I guess, cheats. He'll just do stuff that isn't in the games. He builds a gun. Like, why? I guess they're just playing with mods, I guess. Fine. Okay, so I should probably mention what I actually liked in this movie, because believe it or not, this is not an entirely irredeemable flick. First off, I actually really like the animation. I'm of the opinion that most creatures actually look really good. I understand why people think they all look weird and uncanny, but for me, I always thought that the mobs in Minecraft are just, you know, supposed to look like weirdos, so for me it was sort of fitting. I guess the worst ones are the villagers, and in some shots they look fine, but sometimes they're just abominations. Why do they have ears? But yeah, I do like the animation. The world is absolutely beautiful, the mobs got their time to shine, and the cube nature of this realm it's utilized to its full potential. The piglins look really good too, and the main villain, even if she was stupid, looked really good. The action is also mostly pretty exciting. The elytra scene especially is really cool and engaging, and it was always interesting to see them doing some fighting using the Minecraft weapons. I also like the cameos, even though I apparently missed some. The Technoblade tribute was amazing. It actually really pulled at my heartstrings for a bit, even if it was really brief. Jeb gets a brief cameo as a waiter, but there's like no fanfare at all. He says no lines, and the camera lingers on him for like a second. MadPat had more screen time in the FNAF movie than the co-creator of Minecraft had in the Minecraft movie. Okay, sorry. Positives. This movie actually also manages to be pretty funny, unironically sometimes. The
chicken jockey
scene was pretty funny, and you can tell the director has a knack for physical comedy. He's actually found some of the slapstick and chaotic shenanigans to be pretty funny, especially involving Jason Momoa. I actually wasn't expecting this, but Jason Momoa is actually the best character in the film by far, which is weird because I actually thought I was gonna hate him. He also has a really hilarious fake out death scene, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that no one, and I mean literally absolutely no one, actually believed he was dead for even a second. But he's actually really funny, and he's even sort of the beating heart of the film. He's the one who struggles the most and has an actual character arc, and he actually has a really good chemistry with Jack Black. Like if this movie was just the two of them on a buddy adventure throughout Minecraft land, this movie would have been perfect, because the other characters are stupid. The animals lady just does nothing useful the entire time and is just there to make unfunny comments. The main kid does nothing, like literally nothing. He just hangs around and creates jetpacks. Two of them. His sister is an adult. I literally thought she was like 14 or something, so it actually really surprised me when you see her driving a car in the beginning and not only working on a company, but raising her brother by herself because their parents died. Why does this silly Minecraft movie just suddenly has this weird mature plot point out of nowhere? Okay, I guess we're done talking about positives. This movie has like no pacing at all. Things will just happen for no reason. Like Steve has this dog that he spends the entire movie trying to save, but by the end of the movie, he just gives it to the animals lady for absolutely no reason. And that doesn't even matter because 5 seconds later, he decides to go back to the real world anyway. It feels like some things happen just because it's a thing that you expect to happen in movies. For example, a fake out death scene, a liar revealed plot point that leads to a falling out, a motherfucking dance party at the end, which wasn't all bad because I love hearing Jack Black sing, but still. There's a subplot where this lady starts dating a nitwit villager. It was only a bit funny because whenever she said anything, he just raised his eyebrows seductively, but other than that, it was weird. I'm glad there wasn't like a stupid liar revealed subplot with Steve or anything. Like I really thought they were gonna do it since he's sort of trying to get the main gizmo of the movie to save his dog, but they just sort of dropped that. Like they just instantly just dropped that plot point. There is a liar revealed subplot with Jason Momoa though, for no good reason at all, and like I said, it just leads to a falling out between him and the kid, who I guess are supposed to be best friends even though they've known each other for like 2 hours. There's a scene where the Enderman appears, and at first was like actually super cool and well presented, but it just devolves into the kid just having hallucinations where all the other characters in the movie just roast him, and that also goes nowhere. And the Enderman beforehand is like hyped up as being this super dangerous enemy, but the kid just kills it with like no effort. It's so disappointing. There's just so many plot points that get dropped after like 5 minutes, it's insane. The final battle, while having some cool Iron Golem action, it's also such a bummer because there's no stakes. There was never a point where I was like, holy moly, the bad guys really have the upper hand here. Like, they are so easily defeated that it just sucked. The main villain is only a main villain because she wanted to dance and couldn't. Oh my god, I cannot handle this. All that being said though, the people behind this movie actually have the opportunity to do the actual biggest troll ever. Okay, so imagine if the sequel to this movie is actually good. How insane would it be if the god-awful Minecraft movie just had a sequel that turned out to be an actual masterpiece? Like, everyone would go into the movie expecting meme trash and then just get blown away by how good the movie was. How funny would that be? I can only hope. Also, the post-credits scene made literally everyone jump in excitement. I yelled at it in the exact same way that I did at the Sonic 3 post-credits scene. Anyway, at this point you might be thinking that you shouldn't watch this movie. And to that I say, yeah, you shouldn't watch it alone. If you watch it alone, you have a miserable time, but if you can, I urge you to get the biggest amounts of friends together to watch it, because the experience of watching this with all my buddies was non-ironically one of the best cinematic experiences in my entire life. It was so funny, and the movie really succeeded in that, which in a really twisted and weird sort of way, it just kind of makes it special. Like, how else would I have gotten this unmatched moment with everyone yelling at the memes at the theater? The closest thing to that was, I guess, maybe Morbius, but that movie is just irredeemable, and it's not based on a beloved property like Minecraft, so I regret even mentioning in the same breath as Minecraft, I'm so sorry. At the end of the day, this movie just gave me what I expected. An absolutely hilarious experience with some of my closest buddies that I would just never forget. And that's actually really special. For that, I can only really just thank the people behind the making of it. Thank you, Minecraft movie. Really. Please subscribe.